Monday Night Raw kicks off with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. He finally gets to talk about Jey Uso and reminds us that Jey's move to Raw means that someone will be traded to SmackDown. Cody says that Jey being on Raw has led to a disgruntled locker room of wrestlers who want to let Jey sink, but that's not the type of guy Cody is. Cody infers that Roman Reigns' title reign is coming to an end when he says there may have been other reasons to help Jey Uso, maybe because we're not in the third inning anymore. A reference to the WrestleMania press conference after Roman retained over Cody. He does say that Jey made the right choice in not joining Judgment Day, which brings out the Goth lads. They blame Cody for Jey not joining Judgment Day and tell him he had no business saving Jey last week. They're really driving home Cody having an ego, and if you watch his AEW run, you'd probably agree. Cody pushes too far when he says Mami will be disappointed when all of Judgment Day lose their titles tonight, which prompts Judgment Day to get up on the ring apron and try to attack Cody 3-on-1. However, Jey Uso runs out from the crowd and stands by Cody. Judgment Day are still confident, but Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens back up Cody as well, putting Judgment Day at a deficit. This forces them to retreat until JD McDonough comes out to even the odds, and with steel chairs too. BALOR takes his chair and leads the charge. Priest is hesitant and so is Dom, but Dom chooses to go with Finn and JD to the ring, and that forces Priest to run down. In the end, Priest gets surrounded by the faces, Priest gets beat down and takes a super kick from Jey before Cody cracks him with a chair to send Judgment Day packing. Next up, it's meat versus meat. It's Otis versus Bronson Reed, and look at all that meat. Biggie is salivating at home. Bronson nails a Samoan drop to the big pork chop. Otis turns into a luchador and rolls to evade Bronson, hits a clothesline, then an Olympic slam. Otis hits the most electrifying move in all of sports entertainment, the Caterpillar, and goes for a Vader bomb, but misses. Bronson capitalises with a senton and then nails the tsunami for the win in this meet-off. Backstage, Becky Lynch is polishing her precious NXT title and gets approached by Tegan Nox. Becky says her open challenge last week was for someone like Tegan, who confesses she let Natalya answer the challenge. So it's Tegan I need to blame for that atrocity last week. Becky says she will retain at No Mercy and after that wants to face Tegan. Tegan even goes to Adam Pearce to ask for a match against whoever the NXT Women's Champion is after No Mercy, but gets interrupted by Natalya. The women get in a shouting match, so Pearce says they can face each other later tonight. Tommaso Ciampa is here to take on Ludwig Kaiser in his quest to dethrone Gunther. Ciampa looks for a running knee on Kaiser, but Giovanni Vinci gets involved and takes the knee on Kaiser's behalf. Kaiser hits an enziguri and pins Ciampa, but the referee is busy tending to Vinci to count the pin. Kaiser gets frustrated and pushes Vinci out the ring, but gets caught by a flash knee as Ciampa wins and sends a message to Gunther. Becky Lynch is out next to do commentary for Tegan versus Natalya. Tegan wins with the world's shiniest wizard and has a stare down with Becky. I think the match between these two will be good. It seems like WWE is going in a John Cena US Open Challenge-like approach for Becky's NXT Championship run, and I'm a big fan of that. Backstage, Damian Priest throws a rage at JD McDonough for getting him beat up earlier tonight. JD gets kicked out of the locker room and told that he will never be in Judgment Day, as Finn and Dom struggle to control Damian. Seth Rollins is here for a promo doing his best Britney Spears impression. His outfits are getting weirder every week. Rollins gives Nakamura one last chance to accept his challenge for a rematch, and Shinsuke pops up in the Titantron for a video where he challenges Seth to a last man standing match at Fastlane. Seth is probably worried thinking, oops, I did it again. He probably thinks Nakamura is being rather toxic. He just wanted to face Naka one more time. I'll stop with the Britney puns, but how is that not a reason to subscribe? Who else is giving you this content? Seth obviously accepts and the match is set for Fastlane. Dragon Lee challenges Dirty DOMINIK MYSTERIO for the NXT North American Championship. Lee goes for a move in the corner, but Dom crotches him on the top rope before following up with a frog splash to pin Lee and retain his title in a fun, fast-paced affair. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have a backstage interview with Jumping Jackie Redmond. They say they're done talking. Their match isn't about Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes or the Judgment Day. It's about achieving their goals together, no matter how ridiculous they are. It was a nice short passionate promo from the lads. Nia Jax did a promo and a match, but I hate her, so I skipped it. Sorry if you're a big Nia fan, but I've got 1,440 minutes in a day and I'm not wasting any on Nia Jax. Byron Saxton finds Jey Uso backstage and asks him why he didn't join Judgment Day. Jey says he doesn't want to join another group and couldn't turn his back on Cody after he stood up for him. Jey is then asked about the tag team title match later on tonight and says if Judgment Day try any funny business, he will be there because Sami is his dog. Honest as you like from the better Uso. The Miz is here for Miz TV, his guest is Drew McIntyre. Miz commends Drew for leaving Jey Uso to get beat down last week, but pushes his buttons by asking how it felt to get upstaged by Cody Rhodes. Before Drew can answer, New Day interrupt and immediately berate Drew, calling him a coward for not helping Jey last week. Drew fires back saying New Day didn't help either, and the one guy that did help, Cody Rhodes of course, was simply cleaning up his own mess. Drew gets sick of Miz interrupting him and gives him a Glasgow kiss, a move close to home for your boy. We finally get to the match. It's Drew versus Kofi next. Ivar comes down to ringside and beats Xavier Woods down and crushes him. In the ring, Drew hits a Claymore and wins. Just like last week, Drew lets the heels beat down the face and walks out. Ivar hits a bloody moonsault on Kofi for fun, and he and Valhalla stand over their foe. They're really teasing this Drew heel turn. I hope he goes back to the Scottish psychopath character he had in 2019, when he teamed with Dolph Ziggler. Backstage, Gunther chews out the Imperium lads and vows to beat Tommaso Ciampa himself. Gunther's great. I hope he snaps Ciampa in half. Main event time as Finn Balor and Damian Priest defend the WWE Tag Team Championships against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Highlights here include a top rope rolling senton from KO to Balor that only gets a 2 count. Finn hits a shotgun dropkick and a coup de grace to KO, but Sami Zayn breaks up the pin. Sami overhead suplexes Priest and looks for the haluva kick but gets distracted by Dirty Dom. Priest looks for a razor's edge, but Sami slips out the back, avoids a splash from Priest and nails a blue thunder bomb, but this time it's Balor who breaks up the pin. Dom gets back up on the ring apron, but gets pulled off by Jey Uso. Easy, Tiger. They brawl at ringside until JD McDonough Pearl Harbors Jey. This brings out Cody Rhodes, who dives onto JD, sending him crashing into Michael Cole and doing us all a favour. Cheers, lads. Jey and Cody take down Dom until refs and officials take them to the back. In the ring, Kevin Owens stuns Finn Balor and Sami Zayn haluva kicks Priest, but that dastardly JD hits Sami with the belt as Priest drapes his arm over Sami and Judgment Day retain after an absolute banger of a match. Judgment Day celebrate and go to leave, but Cody and Jey run out and the brawl kicks off again. It looks like a next home on Boxing Day. The sheer violence of it all. Everyone was beating up everyone. I'm lost. I don't know what's happening and I think I left the oven on. Who's teaming with who? Again, screw it. It doesn't matter. Thanks for watching my Raw review. Please like, subscribe and leave comments telling me what you liked about the show, what you didn't like about the show, and what you think I can do to improve, and hopefully you come back soon.